Hey everyone, Sergio here. I know this video looks very different to what I usually post, but I'm sharing this video in a kind of like a vlog style kind of video. But basically, by the title of this video I will be talking about why you shouldn't have a TV in your room, and if you do, what to do to kind of like fix or stay away from the problems that it might bring. So there's two different things I'm going to talk about. I'm going to touch on the scientific, reasons of why you shouldn't have a TV. Obviously, my channel is about spirituality, but I like to be practical, and I always like to be, kind of have middle ground between those two worlds. And I want to be fair and kind of touch on both. But basically, when it comes to scientific research, obviously having a TV in your room, it's bad for your health because the light that it transmits, it kind of messes up with your sleeping schedule. And it also has the blue light, even with our phone or our iPad or whatever, it keeps you up, it messes up your cycle of sleep. So that's one of the reasons. I think there's a couple of more reasons. I think it has something to do with maybe electromagnetic stuff, but like I said, I'm not trying to make it scientific, but I do want to touch base on that. But my reason I want to talk about it spiritually, from a spiritual perspective, and from my understanding, always growing up, I always understood that having a TV in your room is not good for your sleep, like I said, scientifically, but also from like a spiritual perspective, because it kind of doesn't let your body rest. And also, my biggest factor, or the reason why the biggest thing that I wanted to share and let you guys know is that TVs, believe it or not, it can work as a medium to the other, to the other realm, to the spiritual realm. I don't know if you guys have seen a movie called Friend Request. Friend Request is literally a movie about a girl that gets a friend request from this girl that was into witchcraft and stuff like that. But this girl in particular, she used to mess around with what is called Black Mirror scrying or gazing. And it's a practice that it's just a practice of it's a method of seeing the future, of seeing beyond what we can see, just like looking into a cup of water or into a flame of fire or a tarot, anything that has to do with divination. It's just an extra thing, it's an extra tool to do that. But obviously, just like any tool, you have to be careful with how you work with it. And if you don't have the right intention, if you don't have the right protection, if you don't really know what you're doing, it can get dangerous. Obviously, it's kind of going into somewhere without knowing anyone or anything. So same thing here. But anyway, I know you guys know that, just like the Ouija board is also like a medium of communication or gazing, or kind of like communication with it's a portal. That's what I'm trying to say, a portal. It's a portal. That's the word that I was looking for. So you guys can understand me better. So Black Mirror gazing was a portal to see, the future, to see stuff that the human eye couldn't see. And basically what the people that would practice is they would get a mirror, like a normal mirror, and they would spray it with black paint. And, with that reflection, you were able to see, stuff that the human eye couldn't see. So the same thing kind of works with the screens that we have nowadays, the phone. It's a mirror. If you look at it, it's literally a mirror. So same thing with the TV. And I remember even whenever I bought the TV, I remember I made a comment to my friend that was helping me bring the TV in. I was like, I feel so uncomfortable with having a TV in my room. It's just something that ever since I was little, I've always known not to have a TV. And I don't know where I got that idea from. I don't know if it's a family thing or if I just grasped that idea from somewhere, but I always knew, and I've always known that it's not good. In fact, if you guys, I don't see it very common now, but in old traditions, or I don't know, maybe even in the 80s, 90s, if you guys remember, people would always have like those big TV like furniture. Like you can have your TV inside, and then they would have like doors, so they would close it, and they would have that in the room or in the living room. So that was a very common practice for people that actually believed in this, or that knew this actually, that the TVs were not good to be in your room. So they might be doing it because of sleep, reasons, or maybe spiritual reasons. But I always keep that in mind. Like I always remember seeing people with like those furniture that would have doors, so the TV wasn't exposed. So anyway, so that night that I keep complaining about it, I'm like, oh, I don't want to have a TV in here. This is the first night I happened to have a TV in my room. I happened to have freaking sleep paralysis, which I will make a whole different video about because I've had crazy experience with that ever since I was a kid, which I think is one of the things that woke up my psychicness, I guess. And it's not always good because it can be very ugly. And in this situation, it was ugly for me. And I remember I fell asleep with the TV off, of course. And the thing is, the TV is literally facing my bed. So I remember I fell asleep with the TV off and everything, and then I was kind of having like a dream / sleep paralysis, because I did have, like, for a second I did have a dream of like, being in the bed, like I was here, like everything was here, and like I had my friend wake me up, and he was like, hey, I'm here, like, and the TV was on in my dream. So that kind of just ended, and then it turned into a sleep paralysis, meaning I was aware but I was asleep, like my body was not able to move. So I remember, like, I opened my eyes and everything was dark. I could see the light from the outside. So it's whenever your eyes are aware but your body's intact, or it's not able to move. So that happens, and then I start seeing like a black shadow coming at me, which is the scariest thing. But it has not been the first time this happens. I've not always, not like every day, but it has happened to me before a couple of times. So I've learned to control that. And it goes away with praying. So like I said, I'm so happy that I'm able to be conscious, and I've been experienced that before. This was one of the strongest situations I've experienced. And I remember I was just praying and I just woke up, but it was just such an ugly feeling, and it just makes me wonder, like, some part of, like, my logical part of me wants to be like, okay, like, it was just my brain, like, playing tricks on me, because, I had, like, the negative thought about the TV. And then the other part of me is like, no, you need to be, conscious and careful. So I have that going on right now. But if you guys don't have those furnitures that close to the TV, what you guys can do, which I think is what I'm going to start doing, you can put like literally a blanket on top of the TV, and that will help you. And the only reason why I say the blanket thing is because it also happens with mirrors. Like, you're not supposed to have mirrors in your room, because that works as a portal too. And I remember my uncle and my aunt, they always kept like a blanket on top. So any mirrors, anything that has a black reflection needs to be covered whenever you have that in your room. I tried to avoid it, but obviously, like, right now I don't have nowhere else to put the TV. I'm just, getting this apartment full. So that's where I have it at the moment. So yes, a blanket will work for now. Or just totally remove it out of your room. That works as well. I mean, that's really the best decision, or the best thing to do. But yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording, because I'm recording on my old camera, and I'm recording in 4K, and like, I don't think it's happy, because I think it's like getting really hot. So again, if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any topics that you guys can think of that you would like for me to speak about, just let me know. Send me a DM, comment down below. As always, share this content with your friends and your family that are interested in these kind of topics. And as always, if you guys are looking for a spiritual consultation or a tarot reading, you send me a DM and we can work something out. My Facebook and my Instagram, it's Sergio and Spirit. Facebook, it's facebook.com/Sergio and Spirit, and Instagram, you can look me up as @Sergio and Spirit. So I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.